Good day, everyone. I am Mark Justin C. Pisaras and I am presenting the Chapter 10 entitled Chinese, Hong Kong, and Taiwanese Police Model. This chapter entitles how the policing of these three countries in the world. The objectives of this chapter is that in the end of the discussion, my fellow classmate will understand the policy model of the mainland in China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan, and compare the difference policing model in China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. And lastly, I'll discuss the history and evolution of the various policing model in mainland China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. In China, the law enforcement can be tracked back in the very first China dynasty, which existed more than 4,000 years ago. And the example picture is indicated in the presentation, which is the picture of the China dynasty past in 4,000 years ago. Um, in China, there was a Xia dynasty during the 2100 to 1600 BC was created the Situ. Situ means minister over the masses or administrator of people to maintain order by eliminating hate and mediating disputes among tribal members. So, the Xia dynasty is created a administrator of people to maintain their peace and order to made them kumbaga sila ang mag-educate or magsilbing law enforcers para dili magkagubot ang mga tribal members before. And then the founder of the Xia dynasty is Yu the Great, which is indicated in the presentation. There is his picture presented in the presentation. And after the Xia dynasty, she was created to maintain the jail and investigate the offenses committed by the tribal members. So she was it was a person that maintaining the peace and order in jail and investigating the offenses of the tribal members before. So kumbaga mao ni siya ang jail officer before and nga nagapatupad og peace and order sa prisuhan. And then ang naga-investigate pod siya sa mga offenses nga nabuhat sa he investigate the offenses of the tribal members that committing a crime or committing the unlawful doing before. After the Qin dynasty was created, and during the Qin dynasty in 221 and 206 BC, China became the unified country, and the Qin emperors devoted much attention to establishment of the sophisticated law enforcement system in the country. So, before pagkahuman sa pagka-create sa the Qin dynasty unified nahimo siya ang unified country. And then there was a Qin emperors that nagsilbing law enforcement or law officers before to maintain the peace and order in China. And then the Qin emperors is these are the Qin emperors presenting the examples in picture in my presentation. And the Qin dynasty after the Qin dynasty was there was a Zonghui. Zonghui was given the responsibility for maintaining the law order. So, Zonghui, it is um, a law enforcers before that responsible for maintaining the law order, or um, magsilbi siyang law officers kay based on the definition that here in the presentation, his responsibility is to maintain the law, and his responsibility is is patrolling, investigating criminal offenses, and handling emergency situation, which is this is the one work of an or duty of an officer. And then after the Qin dynasty and then the Zonghui created, the Han dynasty was existed during the Han dynasty in the 206 BC to AD 220, and the official known as Shanhui server and the chief law enforcement officer in the capital of China, an early Han dynasty emperors. So Han dynasty is the official Shanhui server to chief the law enforcement. So magsilbi siyang higher sa mga officers before ang Han dynasty. And then the example picture presented in the presentation. Shanmi were officers known as Shanyu who performed the daily patrolling in the city, streets, and apprehending criminals. So, kini na dyan siya ang maingon na to nga law enforcers kay based on the definition, their work is to patrol and apprehend criminals. And in the outside of the capital, the deputy chief administrative officer of each prefecture and country was given the specific task to maintain the law order. So, the deputy chief administrative officer, their work is to maintain the law and the order of their government before to make their country peace and order, and to make a relationship between them and the community before. And Ting was a security agency, which is the also known para sa tuadri nga natay mga agency before napod sila agency for their security agency to maintain to entertain the mga reklamos sa mga individuals. And then the Frank Pledge system, under the system, 5 group into called Wu, ensuring all members of Wu didn't not committed crime. Because in 5 members, if there was one person that committed a crime, automatically that 5 person will be going to investigate. Because in the Frank Pledge system, based on my understanding, if there was one person committed a crime, automatically the remaining group is possibly involved at that crime. So before, if you are a member of this system, make sure that you and your fellow individual cannot be committed a crime. And in Qin dynasty in 1616 to 1911 was the last dynasty in China history. So this is the last dynasty in the China history. After the Qin dynasty, the government of the Republic of China in 1912 to 1949 continued effort to develop a police system after a model of Western modern police system. So, after the last dynasty, the the Republic of China developed a police system to maintain the police order to maintain the peace of the community, and made the individuals uh, safe. Present component of China police, public security police, the largest and oldest component of China police. So the security police is mo ni siya ang karaan na old nga naga naga patrol sa ilahang country to maintain the peace and order, to make their community safe for the criminals, to the offenders. So the public security was assigned to their designated area, like they're able to patrolling, maintain the peace and order, and so on. And the organizational hierarchy consists of Ministry of Public Security, Provincial Public Security, grassroots level public security bureaus, and local government. So the Ministry of Public Security was the officers that they're in the government, in their government, that maintaining the law and maintaining the law in their country. And the provincial public security, the do you mean what do you mean by provincial? Provincial is known in the province. They are assigned to the province to maintain the public security in the individuals of their country. And then the grassroots level security bureaus, this is the officers that maintaining the peace and order and security to the bureaus of China. And then the local government, to local government is making law and made by the criminals. I know. The government is to making law to have the for example, like in the government there was a mga governor, or the to maintain to gather their thoughts to para mapadagan ang isa ka country. State Security Police, established in 1983, it is responsible to protect state security by preventing foreign espionage, sabotage, and conspiracies. So ang State Security Police, their duty is to para bantayan ang ilahang country, para dili sila masudlan og mga spy sa lain country, that the picture is indicated in the presentation that their officers is so very snappy, and even the sun is too hot, they will be able to move, because their duty is to maintain the peace and order of their country. And the prison police is under the leadership of the Ministry of the Justice. Prison police, known as the enforcer, or the BGMP here in Philippines. So their duty is to maintain the peace and order in jail, that to look out the the offenders inside the jail. And judicial police in the people's court, responsible for maintaining order and security within courthouses, assisting judges and investigations, and carrying out the execution of judgment related to property in civil and criminal cases. So kining judicial police in the people's court, mao ni sila magsilbing murag mga security in the court, to assist the judge in, for example, na hearing, dili ni pwede if wala sila dito sa sulod, nga for example magkagupot dito sa sulod, naarag yapoy mga law enforcement law officers nga ready to eliminate those people na madala sa ilang emosyon, nga dili na sila kon nga magkagubot na dito sa sulod sa court. Judicial police in the people's procuracies. These procuratoriates are the components of the borders people's police, responding for duties like assisting in maintaining public order and upholding the law during the procuratory process. So mabutang na to siya reservist, people police, and or the auxiliary in the China, because people police is responsible duty like assisting maintaining public order in their country. So even if you are in ordinary individual in China, you can apply to serve your country like an officer to maintain a peace and order in your country. And the special public security police. These special police forces are bound by rules and regulations issued by the Ministry of Public Security, but considered part of under the direct leadership of their responding government ministry. And railway police maintain order in trains and stations. So railway police, mao ni sila ang the officers that assigned in railways in China to maintain the rail, the train station peace, because a lot of cases that there are so many criminals, nga daghan criminals nga na kuan sa mangawat daa sa kanang mga railway, mga train, kay crowded, daghang tao. So kailangan jud sila nga naay officers ibutang. Then kaduha, transportational police. The picture that I indicate is in the presentation is the water transportation police. Na sila'y police sa dagat, like to maintain the peace and order in the sea. But I didn't put a picture in the land because I nisunod ko sa libro. And then civil aviation police maintain order in airports and provides the civilian air transportation. So this civil aviation police, their duty is to maintain the order in the airports, because to prevent the crime, like for example, naay isa ka person nga wanted, and then makita siya dito sa airport, so naay mo responde largo nga officer to catch him, or for example mga smuggled na or transport nga mga illegal product or gamit, naay mga officers nga mag assist largo or maka adto largo para ma-investigate. And lastly, the forest police, patrol police to prevent forest fire, illegal cutting, and other activities by state forest law. Their duty is to maintain the economic clean, or the trees not be cut, and laganap man gud dito sa lain nasod ang forest fire. So nagabutan jud sila og officers to maintain their economy and their environment safe. People Armed Police. Its function includes patrol, maintaining security and order areas, guarding high-ranking government officials and foreign dignitaries, and providing security for important government building and facilities. So their duty is to security of the order area, og asa sila na assign dito, ala jud sila mo duty or maano sila guard sa isa ka high rank government, for example president, sila ang magbodyguard sa president. And then the requirements of the Chinese police, entrance age is 18 years old, good health, education level not less than high school graduate, no criminal records, have not been expelled from government office. New recruit is required in 1 year probationary period to train in police academy. Only who have performed satisfactory during the probationary and successfully pass will be formally hired as police officer. So those words that I mentioned is the requirements of being a Chinese police in China. Best known practices: China police accountability. The Chinese police in general enjoy a positive image in eye of the public. The Police Law 1995 established a new police supervision system. So China accountability, wala sila issue nga na nadunggan, or ang tanaw sa ila sa public is limpyo, dili corrupt, dili mga buaya, nga dili pareha sa uban officers nga magbuhat jud og sala para lang ingnon or something nga maka ingon ang uban nga pwede ra sila mahangyo or something. And then the 4 types of police supervision. Procuracy supervision ensures that police perform their duty within the boundaries of the law. So this supervision is ensures that the police officers performing their duties correctly, not illegally, because right now or back then the police officers is committing a crime. So this procuracy supervision in China, implementing those officers and to make a good relationship between their community. And second is administrative supervision. It receives all review citizens complaint against the police. So naapod sila ditoy supervision nga magadawat og complaint sa mga individual sa ilahang country, nga if ever nga naa sila'y i-report about ani nga officer. For example, like officer nga nanakop kay bisag wala sila jurisdiction nga manakop ani nga lugar. If naay citizen nga concern about ato nga kabalo nga bawal, pwede sila moadto sa administrative supervision to complain that officer that doing his job is maghimo og dili iyahang trabaho is dili jud maayo. And then internal supervision oversee the illegality of law enforcement work of lower level police agency. So internal supervision, so mao ni sila ang oversee sa mga legal nga law nga dapat ipatupad sa mga police dito sa China. And then the last is citizen supervision. Citizen may exercise their right to supervise the police in 3 ways: make recommendation or suggestion to the police agency, file complaints against the police, bring administration or civil lawsuit against the police. So if ever jud nga naay police nga tiwaling or something nga nagibuhat, ang citizen naay right to complain that officers, to make that officers pay his bad doings to their community. And the ranking system in China is first is general superintendent, second is deputy general superintendent, third is superintendent, fourth is inspector, fifth is sergeant, and last is officer. Hong Kong Police Force, formed in May 1, 1844, is the world's second and Asia's first police agency to operate with a modern policing system. So, ang Hong Kong Police Force is the kaduha sila sa nga naay police agency sa tibok kalibutan. Then sila pod ang pinakauna sa Asia nga nakabuhat og police agency para to operate the modern policing system. And in 1969, Queen Elizabeth II granted the Royal Charter to Hong Kong Police Force for its effective handling of 1967 Hong Kong riots, renaming it Royal Hong Kong Police Force. After sovereignty in China, the force is once again named the Hong Kong Police Force. So before, in 1969, Queen Elizabeth called the Hong Kong Police Force Royal Charter because before, Hong Kong is so many riots ang nahitabo dito. So mo to nagpatupad si Queen Elizabeth nga magbuhat nga ang imbis Royal Charter gi-change nila sa 1967 nga ang ipangalan is Royal Hong Kong Police Force. Structure of Hong Kong Police Force, commanded by the Commissioner of the Police and assisted by 2 Deputy Commissioner. Deputy Commissioner Operations with supervise all operation matters, including the Deputy Commissioner is responsible for directing and coordinating of force management, including personnel, training, and management services. So, ang Deputy Commissioner his duty is to give a command to the personnel and training staff to manage their services. And Hong Kong Police Force is completely separated from the police system of mainland China because naman sila kanya-kanyang mainland. So ni-separate ang Hong Kong sa China, and it is under the government of Hong Kong Specialized Administrative Region. Although it is not part of Chinese police, it cooperates regular basis with the Chinese police in their effort to combat crimes,
its motto is "We serve with pride and care." The ranking system of Hong Kong is indicated in the presentation. It is I will not read it because it consuming time. And then let's proceed to the next topic. Taiwan Police Force, a unified police force of Taiwan administered under the supervision of National Police Agency directly under the Ministry of Interior TPF in under effective civilian control. And types of police in Taiwan is administrative police, refers to those who are required to wear uniforms to carry out duties. So ang administration police is mao ni sila ang mga officers nga included nga kailangan nila nga mag suot og uniforms to conduct their duties. And traffic police police is their duty is to keep the traffic order, ensure traffic safety. So sila ni ang mga enforcers na naka ang duty nila kay naa sa street or sa kalsada. Third is special police, responsible for protecting the central government. And fourth is criminal investigation police, tasked to prevent and detect crimes. So sila to ang duties to prevent and detect crimes in their country. And then specialized police protect state-run enterprises and public facilities like railway, highway, airport, harbors, MRT, and banks in Taiwan. So, laylay sila kay ang sa Chinese na sila kuan sa airport, lahi pod sa water transportation. Sa Taiwan, sa Hong Kong lahi sad anya ang sa Taiwan specialized police mao ni sila ang naka-assign sa kanang mga crowded nga areas dito sa silang lugar. And then a ranking system of Taiwan is Police Superior General first, second is Superior Rank, and Police Supervision Rank 2, Police Supervision Rank 3, Police Supervision Rank 4, and so forth down to Police Rank. So dagan sila police rank dito sa Taiwan. And that's all. Thank you.